It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Jones. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Folks, kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off his backside and deep into the secondary.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw, because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And some room to roll now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
Let's go, baby.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. It's not enough time to throw the football. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Trying the left side with Kamara. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing now is Carr. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Carr. It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
taken at about the 1. Marcus Jones, a return man. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong. Last 2 plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson, and he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Second down at 5.
Throwing Jones.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Folks' kick is good.
And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They start the second half with Camara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Camara try the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Smith catches left side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Carr to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35 on second down, Carr.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Carr.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now Carr. Now he steps away toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's Jones on first down. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. But he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Stevenson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki from 3 yards out.
And the Patriots put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Carr. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 27, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, He definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Carr.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
Throwing his Carr.
And he'll just get rid of it. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down 16-15. A minute 24 to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Now Jones.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
To throw is Jones.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Jones.
His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.